Here's our trip to Aurora, Colorado last week. My wife had a conference. This is our review. First morning we got there at the Gaylord Resort in Aurora, Colorado. This is looking back into their big area from our hotel room. This is inside their area. We were blessed to get to go here and stay there. This hotel was huge. Waterfall inside. A caboose that they said used to run from Kansas City to San Francisco until they retired it and stuck it inside the Gaylord. Pikes Peak, a bucket list for me, getting to see this. This was my first glimpse on our way to Colorado Springs. Hey, welcome those that watch my channel. If y'all want to watch where I was last week when I was kind of out for a little bit, I figured I'd make this video and let you see the beautiful creation that God has created out west. The west is beautiful. Mountains everywhere, rocks everywhere. Helen Hunt Waterfall was one of our first places we went to. We climbed up behind that. Got a little winded. I'd been drinking Acclimate. Got a little winded. There's my bride. Our first picture was taken of us up there. We climbed this right here up behind the waterfalls. Some of us made it, some of us didn't. I made it halfway and nobody wanted to go any farther. It was hard breathing because I've never been there before. The Acclimate, I think, helped. Very dangerous to walk on the rocks. The waterfall from up top, one of the higher waterfalls I found. Me and my bride again standing on some rock formation. Water coming down off the mountain. It was a crisp 40 degrees. There's my wife. She is on top of this rock and she's free, just in taking it all in. She is free indeed. God's child. She is definitely a child of God. She loves him. It's beautiful, beautiful. You could see forever. I love this pic of us. This is my favorite pic that was taken. We've been married for 29 years. Taking a little break. Some of the rest of the crew that was with us that made it up the first mountain, looking out from halfway up over, I think it was Colorado Springs. Sitting here resting, getting my heart back in my chest and catching my breath. We were a little winded here. Just sitting there looking out at God's creation. Just beautiful, beautiful state. Mountains and clouds as far as you can see. Nothing can keep us apart. We're a marriage ordained by God for sure. I don't know why God blessed me with that woman. We're looking straight down a cliff here. This was awesome. I love heights. I found this tree. I had to climb up and get up on it. She followed me, surprisingly. Been a little mishap with one of our crew coming down. She slipped and fell on her bum. I'm lost here on some road. Luckily for my wife, she found me. Lucky for me. Just so much beauty. It just makes you think about God and how he created, or how things changed with earthquakes and tectonic plates after the flood, how things just form. We rode on this road. You're in the middle of nowhere. It come through this cave in our truck. It was amazing. come through a hole like that, and the snow coming down. A couple of them, their first time seeing snow, they didn't know how to act. Random pond while I'm driving. Pikes Peak again with Garden of the Gods in front of it. If you ever seen Gardens of the Gods, you know it's beautiful. We went there 2 days through the week. If you've never been, you have to make it there. Red Rock Canyon also had some beautiful rocks. A little shenanigans here, climbing the rocks where we weren't supposed to be. Just beautiful tall rocks towering over top of you. A little cave above, up top of that rock formation. So much beauty out west. This is a view from a restaurant cafe we were at, where you can catapult and zip line and see a gift shop and all that. My wife getting in the pool, getting her feet in the pool at the hotel. It was a warmed pool, warmed lazy river, but it was too cold for me to get in it. Huge TV in the sports bar inside the Gaylord, one of their 4 restaurants. Fireplace, one. Their vaulted ceiling. 4 restaurants, couple bars, and just rock formation inside. There's the snow on top of their Broncos out front of their hotel. 4:30 snow on my way down to the gym that I did use a couple days. A see-through fireplace upstairs. The snow was so beautiful in late May. We had whiteout conditions out their window outside the Gaylord Grand Lodge. It looks at Denver, Colorado in the distance. Water they had inside with little spouts. One of the views from one of the conference centers. Just beautiful clouds and snow everywhere we went. We took 2 trips to Colorado Springs to see Pikes Peak and the Garden of the Gods while we were there, and taking people out to view it all, take it all in. So much beauty. I hope I can make it out there again. This is a restaurant we ate at. This is your view from the restaurant. More red rocks, tall rocks like buildings. 2 camels kissing, they say. Look like a monkey to me. They told me to watch for rattlesnakes. It was 32 degrees. I wasn't worried about rattlesnakes on that day. Saw a black-tailed magpie. Saw him a couple times. I was talked into doing this view for some reason, I guess. Touchdown. I love these rocks, just beautiful, tall, white rocks. This rock, only God can move a rock. There's no rock too big for God to move. Me, not so much. I'm not moving no rock. I'm not God. It's beautiful everywhere you look. God is so good. His creation, His hand shows everywhere. More Garden of the Gods at a distance. King of the world, not so much. I love this pic. The road goes right between these rocks. Another restaurant inside the hotel. rock formation they had with an elevator inside of one of them. Another fireplace with a moose picture. Ran into a lumberjack at the conference also. She's going to get me with that axe. Mr. Elk laying down. Mr. Elk moving out. This is the Rocky Mountain State Park area where I saw all these elk. Saw some mule deer and some antelope. Just the elk were everywhere. They had 15 inches of snow at the top of the Rocky Mountain State Park. So we didn't go in. I didn't want to pay to go in if I couldn't drive to the top. We had taken a rent-a-car on the last day and drove to find Wyoming and Nebraska. Look at the snow on that mountain. A flight back home. I didn't find God on the cloud. He does not sit up there, no matter what people say. He's everywhere. Some of the crew in front of the tunnel. We made it home to this one. Looked like she's so happy to see us. I did make it to Wyoming. I got a shirt to prove it. I've made it to 16 states in my life now, and the story getting to Wyoming was a dirt road. The GPS quit working. We were on a dirt road for 20 miles in a rent-a-car. My wife told me to slow down. I told her you never slow down to rent a car, but we finally found pavement and found a cafe in Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. It was a mile outside of Nebraska, so I drove in Nebraska about 20 miles and checked it out. Then drove back into Wyoming and Cheyenne and got to visit Wyoming, which is another bucket list thing for me. So I've been to 16 states now. First time out west. It was awesome. We made it home on a red eye, and it was just awesome. And we made it home to celebrate our 29th anniversary on May 26, 2019. This is when 29 years ago when we were so young and I had so much hair. I hope you enjoy the video and the pictures. Thanks for watching my channel and being a supporter of this ministry. Amen.